kind of been redesigned and reimagined anyway. So she's got a real fresh coat of paint. So let's check her out.
Let's do it.
All right.
So Ashrah is a demon who has found an artifact, the Chris. It's a mystical sword. And when she slays demons with it, it purifies her soul. So she fights with the Chris all the time. And you could imagine that gives her exceptionally good range.
How many bad things do you think she's done that she's constantly having to purify her soul?
She is literally a demon from the nether realm, so I think she's been a bad girl.
All right.
She's been through it.
All right. She's done a few bad things.
You can see almost all of her normal attacks use her weapon. Like, she's got a super good uppercut.
Which is going to give her good range instantly.
Even her sweep uses her sword.
Little bop there.
Is that the professional term?
Yeah, we all know that's the bop.
I've played against Dan in Cinematics plays a lot of Ashrah, and the range she keeps you at is one of those sort of frustrating ranges.
Right. Let's go over her throw. The slashy slash.
The slashy slash. We got a bop. We got a slashy slash. Ooh, little frost throw.
And now let's go over special moves because they are very neat. She has a really unique playstyle. So the first thing she has is projectile, which is not a typical fast, tiny projectile. It takes up a ton of real estate on screen. Does not go full screen, and it's not the fastest in the world, but it reaches almost to the top of the screen.
So you're not jumping it.
Exactly.
Right.
And you're not ducking it.
Exactly.
Good one,
She
Tyler.
also has crisscross, which is a sword slash, which is an excellent combo ender, and control kind of the ground and the air. And what's one of the ways you beat like long-range footsie tools?
You beat?
Beat it, yeah, by jumping.
Yep.
So you could say crisscross makes you
Jump.
You really set these up.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I don't understand why people say this is cringe. I don't.
No, not at all.
It's my least favorite term on the internet, by the way.
So, did any of the attacks you were just showing have EX versions?
Yes. In fact, I'll show one right now. The sword uppercut, which when you EX it, allows her to combo.
Awesome. But the projectile and the crissity-crossity?
They just do more damage.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I think crisscross has a pop-up.
Okay, cool.
So thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, team, no problem.
And then lastly, we have her ghost dash. So this is a cool move where she sends a ghost, travels as far as she wants, and she can cancel it.
Nope.
And she can also do this quicker version that goes behind you.
But you're following it.
Exactly.
So, for the most part, she's got a bunch of range attacks,
Yes.
and she can get distance with her sword attacks. So she really kind of plays that mid to far game. And if you try jumping in at her, she has that special move that just is a rising sword attack that's just then going to allow her to extend air combos.
Exactly.
Nailed it.
But there's one really cool mechanic involved in all this that makes her just an added layer to make her a little bit more in-depth.
Tell us about that layer. Let's
She can
peel that onion.
Tap into her dark side, and this changes the properties on most of her special moves.
Okay.
Her fireball becomes a ground spark. It can reach full screen.
Oh,
It's a
geez.
Short, medium, and far version.
Okay. And so that you have to choose which version, right?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Pretty quick.
Sorry, I gotta turn it back on.
All right, gotta turn on the darkness.
Her shadow charge completely changes, and now it actually teleports her to the location.
Okay.
And she can again cancel it,
Okay.
or actually go directly to where the ghost is. And she can use that to go behind you, she can cancel it, and she can still do the quick attack.
Okay.
Now, one thing you might notice is when she's doing these moves, the opponent is getting dark side attached to them. which
Yeah,
can stack
those little
up-
swirly things around there, right?
Exactly, which can stack up to 3 times. Once she turns back to light, all of her light attacks will then do an extra hit of damage, depending on how many stacks she has.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
Now, some of the ghost slashes, can you do any of those in the air, anything like
Yes,
that? Yeah?
She can do all the ghost slashes in the air and drop down.
Oh, jeez.
She can do an attack, she can have combos with it.
What can't she do?
Pretty much
I don't think she has a command grab.
she does not have a
Okay.
command.
So,
Or a pure soul.
So playing as her your goal is really you're switching back and forth and to get as much damage as you can.
Yes, you're going to be wanting to switch it back and forth depending on the range you're at, what the opponent's tools are. And,
You can really min-max your damage.
And you're locking them down with distance anyway, too.
So, let's talk about cameos. I chose Frost.
Okay.
You might be saying, now how am I supposed to be switching in and out in the middle of a fight?
Right.
Liu-Kang's going to be advancing on me. He might do his flying kick, his fireballs, and all that. Well, let's cover a couple of Frost moves. One is the Ground Ice, straight from Deadly Alliance. Super fast, low combo starter.
And it seems to cover like a majority of the screen.
Exactly. This is going to be a big time movement check when you're fighting Frost. You could let it rip at any time. It's going to be super dangerous. And that's going to keep the opponent on their toes.
And then boom, you've hit it. Swap.
Exactly. She also has Orby Orb,
Orby Orb.
where she sends a frozen orb out. A slow-moving orb that'll freeze the opponent if it hits them.
And you got to respect that. That's basically it.
Exactly. A perfect time to switch your stance, get your things going.
Cool.
And then lastly, she has this stalactite move that's a super quick combo ender. Or if she holds it, she gets a secret special fourth move.
What?
Where she does these stabby stabs. And if you block, you can see this has. Can you
Block.
pick up the controller and
sorry,
block? This will actually push you full screen and do chip, and that can get you back in range to be going for your.
And that's a
switching
low
around.
too that you're doing there.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
And now the meter burner hold down stabby stab. Did that cost any additional meter or anything like
I
that?
believe it's still the same as regular.
Okay.
I believe. I do not have the cooldown times.
Okay.
And also something to mention, still game in progress. Things
Yeah.
are still being tweaked and
Yes.
balanced and whatnot.
Totally.
So things you see here, damage-wise and that sort of thing, may change. Obviously. So.
So-
just
Oh,
keep that in mind.
there's a very good chance.
Yes.
There's a very good chance.
We'll
they will
all
change.
remember the combo I did back in
Here he
11
goes.
that just didn't work later.
No.
And I
the
still
Dundee.
The Dundee. Yeah.
Dundee, and I still hear about it to this day.
So let's check out our fatal blow. I think the wings are so rad.
Yeah. Huge fan of the wings.
It's an audible gasp during the fatality.
Yeah. And that is Ashrah. It is super exciting to have her back. I love how we've, again, taken these almost 20-year-old characters and reimagined them.
Welcome back, Ashrah. Still a demon.
Awesome.